And here we go. Map 2 is coming up. Map 1 was an absolute stomp. I don't even know if I remember the scoreline. What, 16-4, I believe, in the favor of CLG Red on Mirage. Dominant fashion from the favorite team, not just in the matchup, but the favorite in the whole tournament here in North American region for the DreamHack Showdown. And now we're coming on to Vertigo, and we'll see if That's What She Said can muster up any kind of effort to put a stop to CLG Red. What's up, Bleh? Oh, yeah, that's my bad. I forgot I'm on push talk again. I did it twice now.
God damn it, Jason.
I did a whole intro, though, and it would have worked. You kept quiet until the exact moment I asked you a question, which was amazing. But it kind of sucks now that we fumbled it right at the end. Anyways, carry on. What's going on?
Go ahead with the question. I'm curious now.
Do you think that That's What She Said can muster anything up to actually defend against CLG Red here on this map?
No. Let me think. No. I don't think so. I don't think it's happening. Because looking at Mirage, it's a map they look pretty comfortable earlier on today. And just the way CLG Red just stalling all over them. And heading to Vertigo, I mean, it's a map like, I think Balder mentioned as well, or I guess it was Vilga who mentioned how it's a map where if you're kind of a puck team, it's a map you're not really putting too much effort on. You're going to be trying out maybe on the Mirages, maybe an Inferno, maybe a Train, where they look pretty decent on earlier today. But yeah, this just looks like CLG Red going to be running away with it. We have the utility being bought up pretty early on as well. Some pretty good utility usage in the pistol round here. And it's kind of surprising if you think about it, That's What She Said. They won both the pistol rounds in Mirage, despite it being a very one-sided affair. And here comes Yuli, or Julie, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but she's going to come charging in, gets 2 quick kills, despite the opening going the way of That's What She Said.
Miss Harvey now, waiting for the retake to begin. 3 on 4. There's a kit on Pinecone. There's a smoke as well, but I'm sure they would love to put that on the bomb. I don't think they'll have that luxury, though. It feels like they'll need to use it to actually get in a position. No! One step too many. And there goes Diane, and she's got the last 2, and you just hate to see it.
Oh, man. F for Blender, man. Like, she's had such a rough game. Mirage definitely not going her way despite being so good previously. And then, yeah. Yep.
Oh, dear. Well, see you later. Yeah, you could see the moment where she knew it. She knew she was done for.
I like how she didn't even give up when she was falling down. She took a knife out. She's like, maybe I can, like, stab the side of the wall to try and, like,
I've seen it in the movies. It worked.
Well, Jennifer... She does get the opening, but quick reply coming out from the Deagles in the hand of That's What She Said. And Julie is pushing up, clearing out that a bomb site. There is still someone over there, but has been spotted out. And it's, of course, going to be the great escape for Pinecone. She will manage to exit, but still sticking around, still looking to take the fight. That maybe wasn't the best of ideas. And now Blender taking a bit of damage as well. It's all in Cirrus and Blender. Despite a trade taking place earlier, CLG Red, good recovery. Bomb down, 4v2. Don't really see them winning this one. And if I were them, I'd probably fall back and just hold on to this pistols and armor.
Well, Julie's gone farming. Nice double kill at the end for the extra money. Triple kill total in the round, and 2-0. So, now we come in with the buy from That's What She Said. Sure. Oh, maybe not, actually. Excuse me. A couple players have the money for it. A couple players saved. They have a little bit of a weird economy going on. Miss Harvey at 3,800. I believe Blender was at 4,100 before the buy. The other players, purchased up down to mid-2000s. So they'll sit one more round out. CLG Red a great chance to get up to 3 very quick. And Emmy is fast-paced, has got the opening kill. Minio with the trade, but there's Diane jumping up even through the smoke. A couple of kills. And the round should be pretty much over from here.
Should be, but I like how they're not. I thought they'd continue pushing towards A, but Pinecone, just with the USP and just a presence, gonna be scaring off CLG Red all over towards the B bombs. And why not? They're taking no chances. And that's one thing I've liked about CLG Red. Sure, we've seen a little bit of overextension coming out from a couple of players towards Mirage, especially when they had a massive lead. But apart from that, haven't really seen them make too many mistakes. They have been winning the rounds, not just by, well, clearly being the better team, but also, you know, just being very clean in the way they're approaching some of these rounds. So for Pinecone, yeah, I mean, a Galil salvaged, I guess it might come in a little handy. It's not exactly an M4, but
listen, every little bit matters. And if it's the difference between full sets of nade, if it's the difference between maybe some nades later on in the half because you get a save from buying a weapon in the next round, that's fine. Question is, how proficient is she going to be with the Galil?
I don't know, Jason. I'm pretty crap with it, but she's definitely a better player than I am. I wish they buffed the FAMAS back to 1.6 levels. Like, remember Zneal?
I think
no
everyone.
Zneal.
I think everyone wishes they would do that with the FAMAS.
I don't know why they don't do that. Like, I think the burst fire is, you know, just buff it up a little bit, make it a little bit
I mean,
more viable.
the burst fire mechanic in general seems a bit busted, considering very few people do it with the Glock as well. Oh dear!
No. That was a chunky stab, Jason. Usually doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah, and she's leading the attack.
Hard mode.
Well, Goose Breeder knows everything that's happening, and there's the assist from Blender. Oh my lord, everyone's getting shut down. Blender has got back to even, 46 HP. But it's a 4-on-3 in the favor of CLG Red.
That aggression, I liked it, but CLG Red, they're just like a couple of steps ahead, right? No, Cirrus left alone. Spot that Emmy. Gets the ding, but doesn't get the kill, and that should be it. She might get the frag, which she will onto Emmy. Bomb will be planted. Dan not wasting any time. Flashbang will allow Cirrus to make her way out. And Diane, she's not really missing too many shots here. Sticking around the flames. Okay.
Showmanship. It's fantastic. She knows how to play to the crowd. She's got them on their feet. They're loving that. 4-0.
Speaking of crowd, like, I like the little AR thing with, you know, DreamHack are doing with the crowd and whatnot. But one thing I'm going to be disappointed in when we do get back to lands, and DreamHack lands in particular, if you don't have chickens running around, I'm going to be disappointed. Hopefully, not with Flusher around, as a quick trade, 2 wall bangs. Back, I mean,
oh yeah,
back
he's the chicken slaughterer these days, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, if his pro career doesn't really work out, which, I mean, it's a bit rich of me to say.
Yeah,
I guess he would have had a pretty good...
A little bit late for that one.
Yeah, but if it hadn't worked out, you know, like back 2013, 14, maybe, you know, KFC.
Yeah, they would have loved that skill set. 4-0, 4-on-4. And CLG Red is going to readjust over towards the A bomb site, and that's a perfect call for the moment. There's a window here where there's not only one defender in Pinecone, but that one defender is very far back playing retake already, so they could march into this bomb site with no resistance if they get underway right now. Pausing for a moment to clear out the sandbags. That should be the signal. You're starting to see Blender come over. It needs to be Miss Harvey any moment now. And Pinecone, the spam battle, and she's going to lose it.
Well, 2 AK is better than 1. As Emmy. Oh, no. God damn it. Stop doing that.
I can't believe that made you nervous. Got your heart pumping.
I know, like, listen, it brings back memories, okay? I'm not a big fan of playing Vertigo. Anyway, 4v3, man advantage for CLG Red. Bomb just ticking away. Goose Breeder just charging in through the smoke and the flames, looking for more spray. Transfer doesn't work out, and Blender and Cirrus, they bring it back. What a spray from Blender there with the FAMAS, making it work for Dream, but no one's checking for Jennifer, and she pounces, and what was probably a very close round, the closest round the CLG Red have had so far on this map. Sorry, that's what she said has had so far on this map, and it gets shut down with Jennifer's position. But nice attempt from that's what she said. That retake looked almost impossible, but they make it almost happen.
Almost happens. CLG Red just on a tear at the moment. This is a great push through from Goose Breeder. A little bit of damage done in the next battle as well, and it's 5-0. That's what she said. Has to sit back with pistols. 3 deagles, excuse me, a 5.7 and a P250, and there's aggression down A ramp. Emmy is going to handle the first one, but she's lost so much HP, she cannot stick around for the follow-up battle.
Miss Harvey knows this, going for the hunt. Wait, is that a bomb alone? Yes, that is a bomb alone, Jason. And Diane replies back, and she is the only person right into the bomb, and she's very low as well. Emmy's on 6 HP, but at least Julie finding Pinecone makes it a little bit more reasonable for the T side.
Oh my god. Jennifer, if she had been able to jump over Diane and actually get in there, she might have lost that entire round. That might have been the losing play, but thankfully she was blocked and causes her to turn. So 6-0. All right then.
Does it count as deja vu if it happened like literally 45 minutes ago?
Yes.
Okay. Because I didn't know. Well, CLG Red. Money is starting to look very good. Goose Breed is a little low, but doesn't really matter when 3 of your players have around 7k, almost 10k on Julie, Diane at 6,700. However, for the side of That's What She Said, a nice buy coming out, M4's AWP, and it's going to be the B hit coming out. Emmy leading the charge, and that's just, you hate to see it. It just finds her at the edge of the smoke. Julie's going to find another kill, although she's down to 4 points. It doesn't really matter. They have control of the bomb site. The bomb is going to get planted, and there's too much of an investment here for the CTs. And with Diane finding the flank onto Pinecone, this should be the call for the save. But then, Jason, you said at this point, there's nothing to lose. They should go for it. I don't know. I still feel like they should go for the save, but oh, she's toying with the food.
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh man, you can just see. I mean, the confidence out of CLG Red at the moment is just a team that knows they have the advantage in every fight, that they can make it work, and even if not, that they can recover the situation. So it's really hard to stop if you're just going to feel so comfortable to just walk up into the B bomb site with a little bit of utility. Nice kills at the end here for Miss Harvey. Eventually going to go down, and still no rounds on the board for That's What She Said on the CT side. It's 7-0 for CLG Red.
Well, at least on the bright side for That's What She Said, if they do wind up losing the series, which, as much as an optimist I am, Jason, unlike you, it does look unlikely. They're not going to get knocked out. You know, they're still going to be playing the lower brackets, and it's just unfortunate. And honestly, like, it just based off the eye test depends on your opponents as well. But looking at Dig play earlier today, the previous matchup, and looking at CLG Red right now, CLG Red just looks even more dangerous than Dig. I want to see how they're going to fare against each other, but right now, CLG Red, they're just looking nigh unstoppable. Just the pistols out for it. That's What She Said again. A little bit of a stack there, but okay. Goose Breeder, nice transfer. Cirrus does find a kill on a Jennifer, and an AK-47 picked up. She's got Kevlar as well, so that's something she can work with. But she's all the way over to B bomb site. Emmy gets the kill onto Pinecone over at A. So CLG Red can take the sweet time, just group up together, and then choose whichever bomb site they want to hit, and it should still be pretty comfortable.
Well, let's see what they've got. Let's see what Cirrus has. Could be something magical in store. She's got the AK-47 at the correct bomb site. Diane's going to make her way in with the bomb and get that planted. There's cover over the top as well. Minio gets picked off by Goose Breeder. There's the first kill for Cirrus. Goes for a tap inside the smoke. And now the question is, does she actually even want to try and go for this, or does she save the AK-47? Utility out. And looking for that next mistake. Stepping in front of the flames. Still hasn't found anyone. CLG's just playing this so well. Cirrus gonna commit and gonna go down. It's 8-0 now.
That's what I like about CLG is like how even the 1v3, when they know that she's kind of low in health, just has AK-47 bombs down, like everything going your way, right? And you would maybe expect one of the players to overextend, overaggress, just go for the kill. Instead, they play it perfectly. They just play it like it's 3v3, like it's, you know, the scoreline's tied up 8-8 or something like that, instead of what it is right now. They're dominating, but they're not giving an inch, not giving any space for That's What She Said to work with here on the CD side. Another buy coming out. This time around, Miss Harvey doesn't have an AWP to wield. Although she could have bought it, but I guess she's like, you know what? Maybe the M4 is a better option here. As CLG Red creeping up towards his A-ramp area. They have Goose Breeder just floating around outside of B as well, just looking for any flank from the CTs. And for the CTs, a heavier, I wouldn't necessarily say a full stack, but a heavier presence towards A here.
At least for the moment, it's the right call. Question is, can they actually stop it even if you have the right defense? This is probably the slowest and most patient and cautious round we've seen CLG Red play. So the pacing might be a bit confusing, although That's What She Said is doing a pretty good job at the moment of keeping utility at hand and not wasting it too early. Here's the first little bit of nades coming out from the CLG Red attack. Flashbang as well, about to be bounced off the scaffolding. And Julie's going to start peeking up. That's a big jump. That's a jump that gave her exactly what she needed to know. And CLG Red win all the fights in the follow-up. And there's one player, Cirrus, trying to come through smoke, nets them nothing. Minio is left in a 1 versus 4, and she goes down as well.
Just clinical stuff from CLG Red. I love how just the smokes gave them a free kill onto Miss Harvey. Just trying to jump over the smoke and just read to perfection. Emmy gets a second kill, pushes on further for the smoke, expecting to push from the CTs the moment they heard the bomb getting planted. And yeah, just clinical stuff coming from, that's what she said. And CLG Red, like you said, they did a pretty good job throwing out a utility, but holding on to the utility, but yeah, just not enough. CLG Red just, they have everything going their way. Apart from just maybe a couple of rounds, which came down to some of the 2v2s, it's just been very dominant indeed. Cirrus, though, this positioning is good. She has to go for the reload, and Blender finds one Cirrus with a double. That is huge. And now Jennifer and Goose Breeder 4v2 suddenly around. Maybe one round might go the way, that's what she said.
Hold
but Jennifer replies back 2 quick kills, neutralizing whatever advantage that the CTs had. Goose Breeder joins the fray, and it's all down to Pinecone. 5-7 in hand. They have an inkling where she is, hasn't been spotted out yet, but now they know. Bomb, they're not even going to go for it. Minute on the clock, they can just calmly wait patiently, and Pinecone burning alive could get a kill, but it's not going to happen. Jennifer and Goose Breeder just snatch it back. Whatever little glimmer of hope they had, Jason, it just gets dissipated.
Yeah, those kills came out very quick, and I mean, it's pretty hard to coordinate those fights with Deagles against that AK-47 that has so much safety of just falling back into cover, so 10-0, and that one probably hurts. What a tough fall back to earth after going up and having a 4-on-2 advantage. Guns are back in the hands of That's What She Said, though. And they get a try again here in round number 11.
Well, at least a little bit of heavy presence towards mid. Against CLG Red, I mean, I feel like they haven't even shown even close to half of what they have here on the T side. It just like almost like the scrimming, just trying out different takes, different approaches, and every single time it seems to work out. Even a couple of rounds which came down to those 1v2s, 4v2s, even favoring their opponents, they seem to somehow manage to claw their way back. And here we go, a little bit of aggression from That's What She Said, but it gets immediately pushed back. Just great utility usage coming out from the T's. I'm not sure about that Molotov from the... There's 2 Molotovs from the CTs there. But Blender still sticking around. CLG Red slowly creeping on up. They're taking a sweet time.
There's sweet time. Pinecone gonna back away. Ooh, Diane, that had to have been either a quick scope, a desperate quick scope, or a no scope altogether. Doesn't connect either way. But CLG Red has infiltrated the entire back line from middle. They hadn't been spotted, but still, this is the first time, That's What She Said, their defense has held strong, has given them an advantage. And now comes in 24 seconds left in the round. 2 more players for CLG Red, and they've got the first. That's Mimio, but she's done damage. Julie at 12 HP. Pop flashes out and Pinecone has to drop away. They know where the op is as well. They must have this round. Julie, no HP for the fight, and Pinecone's gonna win the round with a quad kill. It's the first round for the defense on the board.
That took almost like forever to happen, but I'm glad that at least get a round on board so far, saving a little bit of face. It's still not done yet. We still have 4 more rounds remaining here in the first half. And of course it is Pinecone with a massive round. 4 kills for her. And I remember in the interview they had after winning the previous game, Jason, and when she was wished good luck against CLG Red, she did say, yeah, we're going to need it. And right now they're going to need a little bit more than luck as Pinecone. A little bit of aggression from the T's towards Ramp, kind of forcing it back. And this is what I'm not a big fan of, right? The way they're just giving up this A bomb site and playing retake, but the retakes haven't worked out. They don't seem to really have the right protocols or the right utility usage, or for that matter, they don't really seem to have much utility remaining half the times to go for these retakes. And they're getting shut down time and time again. So I would rather they just take the fights towards A ramp, you know, kind of just do or die against the CLG Red attack towards the A ramp area.
Here we go. A ramp. No one defending any of this push. This is a lot of space, a lot of control for CLG Red. No counter nades in the tank to prevent the plant, to coordinate onto the default plant spot. And a 5-on-5 retake. Everyone on CLG Red still has full HP. Diane's watching the flank with an AWP. Miss Harvey's about to walk right into her death. Good shot from Diane, who's been stellar throughout this map, throughout this series. Flashbangs into the sky to slow down the retake, and a good kill from Jennifer. And that's what she said, is just losing way too many players to make this work. Down to just 2. Desperate defuse inside of the smoke. Oh, they might actually get it. Oh, it's to the left. They're not finding it. And a second round for that's what she said.
Oh, I love how desperate that was when that's what she said. And somehow they managed to make it work. 5v5 retakes, and most of the retakes haven't really worked out, but Pinecone, I think it was her own flashbang in the smoke, which just blinded both the players there, just rattling bullets, trying to find the diffuser. But hey, at this point, they're going to take whatever rounds you get. However they get the rounds, doesn't really matter. But for CLG Red, the money is ludicrous, Jason, and it's going to be a fast hit now towards the B bomb site, but just one player is standing. Nice incendiary from the CTs to keep them at bay. They're just going to smoke it up, charging on in. Goosepeeder opening it up. 1 kill, but not before Sirius does find a frag of her own, and the bomb drop. That, I think, was a big mistake from Emmy. Bomb dropped pretty deep.
Flank.
All on Jennifer and Diane now.
Look at the flank from Minio. She's ready. Oh, she's already up. The smoke is just fading. Diane has no idea. She's going to check it, but Minio is way past where she thinks it's even possible. That's the bomb on the ground. Diane, last one left, turns the corner, P250 in hand, and can't win the fight. Another good hold from that's what she said, nets them 3. But it still might be too far away. But, I mean, at least they're building up some momentum towards the end.
Yeah, I feel like that was that was the cleanest round so far from CLG Red. That was by far the cleanest round they've had, and yeah, a little bit of hope, Jason. Yeah, a little bit of faith now that, hey, you know what? Not gonna get 16. No, that's not a good Molotov. That's not a good Molotov at all. But that's fine. No damage being done. But unfortunately, they've lost the A-bomb site again. And look at Diane just pushing on in, Macton in hand. She's got, and she's got to keep holding W, Jason. Burns alive, and her own teammates Molotov. What a Viking.
That's the kind of play you make when you just want to be a dick, and you just realize they're never going to expect that kind of a play. Fair play to Diane. Opening kill, goes for 1-for-1, puts Emmy in prime position to shut down this retake before it can even begin. Miss Harvey's aware of the possibility of someone being up close. Oh, and actually Emmy swings right into her crosshair. She's still alive. The tip of the spear on this retake. Smoke goes down for the bomb, but it's so deep into the timer. And this time there's no miracles for that's what she, excuse me. No. 11-3.
Took a little too long there. They had the kits, but taking a little too long. I love that from CLG. Just the sheer, well, you know what? Screw you. We're just gonna rush on in. And Diane's doing it again, Jason. She's got a Mac 10. She's got money for anything she wants.
I'm fine with it.
She has a Tech 9 and a Mac 10. This is absolutely baller. I love it. And for the CTs, well, they're it's a final round. They have no money, and Dan's gonna keep running up, and there is no one on that B bomb site. Absolutely no one. They've opted to go for the A stack with the weaponry they have, and it's all gone wrong. And Goosepeeder's aware of it. They're gonna come charging into the flames. This should be an easy mob for Goosepeeder. Look at the amount of damage being dealt here, as Jennifer and Emmy join the party as well. Just,
oh yeah, get in there, Tomb Raider. Let's go. I'm a huge fan of the dualies. Huge fan of the dualies.
Who isn't?
Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. Get a double. Goosepeeder's stolen it away. That's a crime. 12-3 in the favor of CLG Red on the offensive side of Vertigo. That's another beatdown for CLG Red. We're gonna head to the break, and we'll see if CLG Red can close it out in 2 maps when we return from the break. So stay tuned. And we're back again, perhaps the final time of the evening. 12-3 for CLG Red, a huge dominant lead for them. And even towards the end there, you could just tell they're feeling it. Diane rushing with Mac 10 for like the last 3 rounds. They have no fear of losing this map.
Yeah, and that's the confidence you want to see. You want to see that sort of confidence, especially from a team who many people say are the best team in NA right now, alongside Dig. And here we go. Diane waiting, holding the line. Emmy and Diane just mauling down the players. I love the confidence there. Goosebeater strikes as well. Perfectly timed there, and they get nothing done, Jason. Pinecone, she was on the flank, but right now she has to clutch it out, and Goosebeater just denies her. The P2K, really see it, but when you do see it, you want to see them hit headshots like that, and Goosebeater just... it's not just her. Like, everyone is having a hell of a time. Julie, Jennifer, Emmy, all on 14 kills. Goosebeater on 18. And the lowest fragger is sitting just on 12. I mean, the kill spread is just ridiculous for CLG Red right now.
Yeah, it's quite nice, especially, I mean, on the T side as well. That makes it so difficult. I mean, that might be part of the reason why their lead is... Part of the reason why their lead is so strong is just every player across the map, when you spread out, having success, like, there's no way to stop that. So, man, tough times ahead for That's What She Said. As they sit with a P250, a pair of P250s, and a flashbang for this round.
Goosebeater with that M4A4. Beautiful Howl skin? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Flashbang's gonna pop. She is not gonna be blinded at all and waits perfectly, lines them up. The counter flash comes in from her teammates, and Goosebeater doing a great job staying alive for quite a while, but that should be it. Pinecone not able to pick up the M4, and the Glock is gonna get nothing done, especially when the MP9 are running straight at her. And yeah, 14-3. At least the buy will be coming in, if that's what she said. They didn't really go for a heavy investment in that second round. So maybe a little bit more of a fight, Chase. A little bit more. You don't believe?
I mean, yeah. I don't believe.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I just want to keep things above board. I want to keep things honest.
I mean, you're the one champion of NACS back when they weren't winning anything, and then there was me with Asian CS, and they're still not winning anything. It's kind of surprising. It'd be really surprising if the two of us had any hope.
Well, you gotta hold strong. Eventually, one team is gonna come along that's gonna do something. But it's only gonna last for 1 weekend in Boston. It'll be the best weekend in Boston you ever have in your life, but they'll do absolutely nothing from then on out, and you'll go back to being just horribly depressed in a pit of despair. But you'll always have that weekend in Boston. Jennifer gonna rotate into the bomb site. Oh, and that's a good swing as well. Cirrus, I think, had just deployed a nade. Nice headshot, and wins all across the board for CLG Red.
I want that weekend in Boston, Jason. One day. Anyway, right now, the Cirrus on 1 HP, and Jennifer has spotted out the second player as well. No problem whatsoever. The M4A1, which, still not really seeing much of a resurgence right now in International's Counter-Strike. We still see a few players picking it up here and there, but doesn't seem like it's really replaced, or rather, it's alongside the M4A4 at the moment. But, love to see it. Love to see a few players still wielding it. But map and match point. CLG Red looking absolutely dominant right now. And that's what you said. I do believe the previous map scoreline was 16-4, I think it was. I don't even remember anymore.
Something around there, yeah.
Something like that. And yeah, CLG Red just looking extremely dominant and just one round away from taking the series in a very, very, very convincing fashion.
And this might be the first obstacle in this round. Yeah, Minio doesn't even check it, doesn't even clear it, and there's smoke just fading now. Good find from Pinecone and Miss Harvey. But that happens so deep that there might be time for the rotation to come in. Diane is already here at the default boxes. Molotov to make sure she can't get flanked out. That would be a nice win, and she's got it. Now through the smoke, she finds the bomb planter, and over the top is Jennifer, and that's it. 16-3. Man, That's What She Said held the single digits in 2 maps combined. A dominant win for CLG Red on both Vertigo and on Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, 7 rounds lost in total. I think that's pretty much says what we haven't said, that CLG Red just looking very, very dominant, looking like a team that everyone's going to be looking to beat here, if you ask me. And everyone's stepping up. I like the protocols they had. I like a little bit of disrespect as well in some of these rounds. But what I liked a lot was even when they were winning very convincingly, even when there's scenarios where they were with a heavy advantage, they played it clean. They didn't give away much room for, that's what she said, to work with. So yeah, quick, very, very quick affair, Jason.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have good news. That sets us up perfectly. CLG Red and Dignitas both considered the favorites here at the DreamHack Showdown for the North American region. That means this win from CLG Red sets up that matchup in the upper bracket final. And then, of course, we're likely to get it again in the grand final. So we might get to see that matchup twice between the two best women's teams here in North America, which I'm hyped about. We're going to head to a break. When we come back, we're going to get the desk to break things down, and we'll close out the night, and then we'll see you tomorrow. So stay tuned.
Out the oven, I'm piping hot. Get too close and you might get shocked. Told everybody sit back, just watch while I climb all the way to the top. Oh no, no, I can't just pass by, cause my electric glow, it shines too bright. And everywhere I go, I catch all eyes. They must have never seen a goddess in plain sight. Ooh, want too much for you. A whole lot of power in these high heel shoes. Ooh, shining how I choose, cause I rule the world and my girls do too. Too much for you. You're gonna need shades to enjoy this view. Ooh, shining how I choose, cause I rule the world and my girl. We will stand our ground.
Welcome back to the DreamHack Showdown Summer 2020. Thank you so much to my favourite pair of Julies, Moses and Blair, for their fantastic casting in that series. And well, what a masterclass from CLG Obuga.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we kind of need to remember that we just witnessed one of the best female teams in the world against just a mix, you know, who've been practicing together for just 2 weeks. So nothing less was expected from CLG.
And Potter, I mean, the Vertigo pick, that kind of must have been like the death knell, really, for That's What She Said, because given that it's a mixed team, they probably hadn't even practiced Vertigo.
Yeah, definitely. And you could see that, right? Because there were some rounds on Mirage where I won't say that That's What She Said had a chance, because let's be honest, CLG Red just had their way throughout the entirety of this series, but at least they showed some flair. At least they made some rounds a little bit more close. But going on to this Vertigo, I mean, it was completely CLG Red just dominating through and through. And even if their first layer, their first attack didn't work out, they had a second layer, they had a third layer. You saw the crossfires even in that pistol with Goose Beater just perfectly set up with Diane. So this was really such a strong showing from CLG Red.
And what is every single time with the phone rings, I get very excited because I'm quite unpopular when I'm not broadcasting. So let's pick up the phone because we've got Emmy on the line. Yo, Emmy, auto sniper before round 15 of Mirage. Julie's on Vertigo round 15. What gives? What's with the BM?
It just, you know, the guns were put into the game to make it more fun, so just wanted to have more fun, I guess, and end the game quicker.
Wow. I respect this, Emmy. I respect the dual Berettas as well. That was a sick play with the flash for the smoke, picking before the flash pops, getting the second kill as well.
Yeah, I
really
like
liked it.
dualies.
You were giving it, Emmy. Congrats on the winning of the match.
Thank you.
Please tell us more about your newest addition, about Julie. I talked a bit with Diane about her, and she said two of you have the best chemistry. So please enlighten us on this.
So yeah, we tried out Yuli. We've heard of her from past events, past female events, and she also played in ESEA main before we even picked her up. So she already had league experience, and the first scrim we had with her, actually, we loved her and we all fell in love, and we were like, okay, that is the girl we're picking up. And yeah, it's been really easy to bring her into the group and just make her a part of the family.
I think everyone will be made pretty easily a part of your family, because you just all of you have such great personalities, honestly.
Yeah, we're a bit crazy, but that's okay.
Emmy, it seemed like, man, this match, it was a walk in the park for you guys. Do you think that tomorrow versus Dignitas is going to be this easy as well?
Yes.
Hell yes, that is the answer I wanted to hear from you, Emmy. I was so hoping that it wasn't going to be a PC answer. Okay, so I like that. I like this confidence.
We feel like beast mode right now. We all feel beast mode right now. I feel beast mode. The whole team feels beast mode. It's gonna be a breeze.
Also, the nails matching the hair, that's also beast mode. I have to appreciate this. Did you watch
the nails?
Yes. Did you watch the Dignitas?
They're so pretty.
They're incredibly pretty. But did you watch the Dignitas series earlier? Because I did see the CLG ladies popping up in Twitch chat.
Oh yeah, we're always here to support our friends that are playing.
But you're going to destroy them tomorrow. I love that confidence. And just in terms of the rest of the tournament, the rest of the competition, are there any players that you've noticed who you think, actually, you know what, they could be part of the future of this scene?
I haven't watched all the games, but I think there's a lot of potential on each team right now, so I just have to do a little more research. But yeah, there are a lot of talented girls in this tournament right now.
I think that's absolutely fair enough. Emmy, thank you so much for talking to us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Potter, I'm enjoying that confidence. I mean, you had quite a strong reaction to that. Do you think that sometimes there's a tendency for women to maybe not feel like beast mode on the server and to doubt themselves?
No, yeah, and yes. I guess it's more so because back when I was winning and destroying everyone, my answers were always PC. Like I would always be like, yeah, they put up a good fight, and then eventually, you know, now when I look back on it, I wish I was more honest. You know, I wish I was just like straight up. Yeah, they sucked. They didn't show up, and we destroyed them. So I like that Emmy is just being real with it, and she's absolutely showing up in that server, but. This was just an entire squad effort coming out of CLG Red through and through from beginning to end. Diane, she was calling fantastically. There was hardly ever a point where CLG Red put themselves in any sort of a pickle. There was a couple rounds that's what she said made things a little bit spicy, but really it was CLG Red just controlling everything.
Well, we had a fantastic day of CS, and of course, CLG showing that dominant performance was the icing on the cake. So we've got 5 of the best plays of the day to go through. Potter, do you want to start us off with play number 5?
Yes, let's hop right into this with play number 5, and we're going all the way back to train. This was incredible. This was Mini Yo coming through with just P250s. The rest of her teammates had a couple of Glocks, and she makes this 4K happen, man. And this was just zooming past, drive-by, speeding past with that P250 and finding that entry, and even being the player to close it out in the end.
Number 4 round, we can see Dignitas against That's what she said. Was it? Right, Able Esports, sorry. And Thea with incredible ace. That won them another round.
Yeah, we don't get to see aces very often, but when we
this
do, man,
one tap was amazing.
so good. So good. The reactions were perfect. And with play number 3, we're going back to train again. This is Naomi. And you know, Naomi, she had these crazy rounds where she would just all of a sudden be explosive. So it didn't come as consistently as I think the ladies on this squad would have liked, but she had rounds just like this in this pistol.
That was so important round as well. And play number 4, another ace in this series, man. It's again Mini, just owning and dominating, entering kitchen, entering, killing everyone she sees. Just amazing aim by her.
Yeah, she was so aggressive, so fast, coming out of those B halls with this block and getting that ace for
The whole
themselves.
day we could see only pistol highlights.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess that kind of carries through as well, because in Europe, that's kind of what we saw with those deagles as well. And man, this is play number 1. This was so filthy coming out of Athena. That flick, that second shot, that reaction was just, it was so beautiful, it was so perfect. And
1 versus
Athena.
4 as well.
Yeah.
1 versus 4. Amazing play by her. All
Interesting.
deserved to be first place.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing I think about that Athena 4K is if you are not a Counter-Strike player and you see that, you go, oh, right, well, she just clicked on heads, because it was so clean and it was so precise. But that's incredibly hard to do. And I think that the pistol rounds we saw today had so much technical ability behind them. I'm so excited to get into the rest of the games this weekend. And we are going to be kicking off with That's What She Said versus Dangerous Games tomorrow. And we're going to be here I'm going to do my time conversions for you here, because I'm in London. So I think our pre-show is going to kick off at 5:30 p.m. I believe, or maybe 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Okay, so for Vilga it's going to be 9 p.m. For Potter, is it 12 p.m.?
Yes.
Yes!
You did good. You did good.
Oh, thank you so much. I know maths now. 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark it in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. I'll make it easy for you. It was when we started today. It's literally exactly the same time. So please do join us. And before we go, I've got to say a massive thank you to Monster and Monster Studios for supporting this tournament and making it happen. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have had that Athena 4K on the pistol, or at least we wouldn't be able to see it. So thank you to them. For you guys, thank you for watching. For my lovely analysts, Vilga and Potter, I've just claimed you for my own, which I have no right to do. And of course, all our casters from today. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Good night.
There are pains we gotta follow, there are pains we cannot run when we're looking down the barrel of a gun. Be the hunter or the hunted, be the predator or prey. Make some noise and let the world hear what we say. 'Cause we are one. 'Cause we are one. Ow! Can be saints, can be sinners, can be losers, can be winners. We are one. Yeah, we are one. We stand united. We fight until the end. We never stop, never break, never bend. We stand united. Together rise and fall. 'Cause it's all for one, one for all. Yeah, it's all for one for all. It is not about surviving, either living or you're dying. Stand your ground and never ever be afraid. We can choose to make a difference. We can choose to walk away. There's a choice we make.